And welcome to this edition of ACAP Today for Friday, the 1st of May, May Day 2020. It's a pleasure to welcome you all. I'm Jason Parent with the Aroostook County Action Program. On today's edition of ACAP Today, we have some very special guests. Actually, one of our board members will be joining us, and her daughter, who has done some really cool things in the last week, some great acts of kindness, and we couldn't think of a better way to end Community Impact Week and Family Focus Friday than to sit down and visit with them. And also joining us will be Tammy Clavette, who's one of our family coaches here at ACAP, who works primarily up in the St. John Valley, but is very touched, as am I, by the acts of kindness that we're going to hear about in just a moment. But before we do that, we are going to first help you with some news that you can use today and some information that we want to share with you. First, on this Community Impact Week, we want to remind folks that our offices are closed until at least May 31st, but that by no means means that we're not delivering services. In fact, we're working probably harder than we ever have right now in terms of trying to serve the needs of the community. So please do connect with us remotely, because we are here and are able to help. As we announced yesterday on ACAP Today, we will be offering our first-time homebuyer program online via Zoom for the first time. These classes, traditionally held in person, are moving to that platform to accommodate the number of individuals who are interested in taking this class. We've already had more than a dozen individuals sign up, so we do know that this class is going to definitely be a go. If you have interest in taking the class, please contact Greg Doak at the email address on your screen or the telephone number on your screen. There are a number of great benefits to taking this program, including $3,500 toward your closing cost, only the requirement of only a 1% down payment, as well as a great low interest rate. So please do connect with Greg if you are interested in this program. And again, we've had some high interest in it already. It is on the 23rd of May, Saturday of Memorial Day weekend. The website that we have has a very important component to it right now. If you are looking for assistance, and we certainly want to help you, there's a Request Assistance Online tab at the bottom of our website that you can click on and complete some basic information that will allow us to be more specific in how we might be able to help you and what programs you may be eligible for and may qualify for. So we certainly do encourage you to visit our website. If not, don't worry about it. We certainly would love to serve you by phone as well. We wanted to remind folks, probably for one last time, that the IRS economic impact payments, or the stimulus payments, are available to you. If you have not heard from the government about this or have not received your payment yet, please do contact us. We can help you by going online and working through the site with you to get you registered to receive your payment. We also want to remind folks, of course, that we are all in this together. We've put together this flyer and have asked school districts, municipalities, healthcare organizations, and other social service agency partners and individuals to pass this information far and wide. These are just a handful of programs that we have available that might be able to help you during these challenging times. And there's no shame in asking. We really want to be able to help folks through this difficult time. And even if you've never had to use these programs before, we certainly encourage you to give us a call so we can help you at this time. We do have one of our virtual workforce workshop sessions remaining. It is next Thursday, May 7th, and the focus is on interviewing tips. The class is held via Zoom, and Kathy Williams, whose contact information is on the screen, is certainly available to take additional registrants for this class next Thursday. We also want to remind folks that if you or someone that you know is homeless or housing insecure, we are currently offering a shelter for individuals experiencing homelessness in partnership with the University of Maine at Presque Isle, Maine Housing, and a number of other community partners. Please do reach out if we can be of assistance to you in this particular way as well. We want to also let folks know that we have received over 250 applications for the COVID rent relief program that Maine Housing and Maine's community action agencies, including ACAP, have pulled together. It provides up to a $500 credit to your rent payment directly paid to your landlord. We do encourage folks to reach out on this. If you do call us relating to this, we will certainly ask if there are other ways that we can help you with. with assistance, and we will be in touch after that initial call is made. So please do either look up the website mainhousing.org/COVID-rent, where you can find the application directly online, or if you need assistance in completing it, we are available at 764-3721. And that's first. We lost the slides, so let's go now to our guests for the program. We're going to first introduce Billi Griffeth, who along with her daughter Kapri are joining us. Billi and Kapri, thank you so much for being on ACAP Today.
Thanks for having us, Jason.
It's nice to see, and it's definitely apparent that you two are related. Seeing you in that same screen there together, there's definitely a resemblance. Also want to welcome to the program Tammy Clavette, who, as I mentioned, is a family coach for us up in Madawaska. Tammy, welcome to ACAP Today, your first appearance on the program.
Thank you.
So I want to start first with Billi and Kapri. And Kapri, specifically, you had a special day not that long ago. Was it your birthday?
Yes.
So you didn't have, nobody's having an ordinary birthday right now, but you did something really special for your birthday. Tell me about your special birthday project.
Well, I did a Facebook video and asked everybody if they could donate money to charity or like and I got a lot.
Response, huh?
It was you have a lot of kind people in your life, as you are very kind. So what was it that gave you the idea to do that? Most kids your age are like, I'd like a cake and I'd like some gifts and a party, which is not possible right now, at least not in-person party. So what made you think, hey, I'd like to do something different?
Well, me and my mom go to the pantry and we donate food for people to have, and yeah.
So this is a picture of you here, a couple of pictures of you. So tell me what you're doing in these pictures.
Well, the first one, I'm donating money to ACAP, and the second, I'm giving food to the pantry.
That is very, very thoughtful of you, and it's very heartwarming to see that. Billi, as Kapri's mom, what are your thoughts? I mean, you have one special young lady there.
I do for sure, Jason, and she's a very fortunate girl, but also has been following, you know, through social media and the news, all of those people that are struggling right now. And it's really important to remember those people, especially when you're fortunate enough to have a roof over your head and food on your table. And something that Kapri saw early on is that the homeless shelter in Presque Isle was full. And we saw what ACAP was doing with Umpy, and she just thought that was a really, really neat thing. And so that's kind of what started her thinking about giving back on her birthday.
And what made you, because not many kids your age think about the people that you can connect with that way, and even the organizations and agencies. What was it that made you think about the organizations that you connected with?
YouTube.
There.
It helps.
Yeah, certainly does. Yes, going online certainly does. So also, tell me about another, because it was not only ACAP and the community cupboard that you gave to, but you also made a donation to something else that's dear to you as well, correct?
Yes.
So tell me about that one.
Well, I did Nordic.
Why was that important to you?
Because of Tom Chassie's death, life, celebration, and a homeless mom.
Yeah, Mr. Chassis was certainly a wonderful community leader, and his passing has shocked many people and saddened so many people in the community this week. And you didn't just you wanted to celebrate his life, as you pointed out. So so this donation will help a lot of people access a nice recreational opportunity and some place that people go to make themselves and others feel better as well.
And Jamie worked really hard in that picture to make sure that we were over Capri and she were over 6 feet apart for the donation out on Tom's Trail at Nordic. So that was special yesterday.
It is, and what's most special about it is that you know at your age, Capri, because you're getting ready to start middle school, I understand.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about starting middle school next fall?
Crazy.
There's not many young people your age who are about ready to start middle school that think to do what you just did, and we're very proud of you. But before you start middle school, there's a whole summer ahead, and we hope that we're going to have a beautiful summer here. What are you planning on doing this summer?
Camping, probably, and doing a lemonade stand to give them money, donate the money.
Oh, so you're going to continue to do it throughout the whole summer, just find other ways to give back to your community.
I'll try.
That's so thoughtful. I want to bring Tammy in on this, because Tammy works with individuals and families, and she knows exactly how your donation is going to help our organization. So first of all, Tammy Clavette, what are your thoughts about young Capri? I know that you have children of your own, and I'm certain that this is very heartwarming to you. But it's heartwarming to you not only as a mom, but as a member of our ACAP team, in terms of knowing what good that Capri's generosity is going to go toward.
Early on, I was telling Capri that I thought she was an amazing young lady. Her donation is going to go very far into helping people that can't afford to put food on the table, that are being evicted from their homes, that don't have heat in their houses, all the way up to their electricity is getting shut off. So you made a lot of people smile today by doing what you did, and I am so proud of you. I know ACAP is proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing, kiddo. You're gonna go a long way in this world, and just know that you made a lot of people smile today, and you are their angel. It's people like you that make ACAP possible and make it possible for us to do the things that we do. Without donations and selfless acts such as what you just did, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Mom, how does that make you feel? Because it's really, I know that you understand the significance and the importance of what we do, because you've been working side by side with us on the PI Loop for the last year, and then more recently in November of this year joined the ACAP Board of Directors. So you certainly know firsthand what Tammy's talking about in terms of the impact that this will make on people's lives.
Well, and as a mom, it's always appreciated to hear it from someone else too, because I think it resonates better with children that way. So thank you, Tammy. And yes, knowing the impact that ACAP has on all the communities in Aroostook County, just grateful for all the hard work that all the employees have continued to do, even in remote settings, to make sure that those people in need in Aroostook County continue to be served during this time, because I mean, we're really in it for the long haul, and how quickly ACAP employees and leadership adapted to this. You know, it was really one day's notice, and you didn't stop. You kept going. And I think that's really important for everyone to remember right now, is to just keep going. It's not easy. And we're all sailing a different ship, although we're all in it together. We all have our various challenges, and if we can continue to work together to get things accomplished, we'll all get through.
Well, I think it would be fair to say, and Tammy would agree with me, that part of what keeps us going is the generosity and heartwarming acts of compassion that Capri and you have demonstrated through this, and there are so many others. There are hundreds and thousands of others like you across Aroostook County that are looking to do what's best, and it's really heartwarming for those of us who are working alongside you to make a difference.
Thanks, Jason.
Tammy, you have worked with our coaching team in many ways, and one of the ways that that Kapri focused her gift on was around providing food and food security. And I know that that a number of the pantries across the region struggle with keeping their doors open for a number of hours. They work from volunteers, and volunteers are scared, as many of us are right now, in terms of how do you interact and engage with the public. So the community cupboards have become an increasingly relied upon use of assistance for folks that just need to get something to get by at the moment. And it's about just that. It's about giving what you can, taking what you need.
Yeah, we experience a lot of that here when I make a lot of my phone calls, and I actually did a pantry list. I went down and called all the pantries, and it took me almost 2 weeks to get it done, but we were able to get the hours of the pantries were open, who was taking deliveries, who was dropping them in the vehicles, and then from there I was able to tell everybody that I came in contact with, and then they told everybody they came in contact with about the hours and when they could pick up food and stuff. So it worked out fairly well, and they keep in touch with me and let me know if things change due to this pandemic that we're having, and they're there to help. And it doesn't matter if somebody calls me and says, hey, I'm out of food, what can you do? I'll call the pantry and say, I have so-and-so that's out of food. You know, here's their address, and sometimes they'll deliver it, and which is really nice. So it's worked out fairly well, even just doing things by phone and not being able to have that face contact. So it is a new learning, but we're moving on and we're moving forward and we're still helping people.
Tammy, is there anything that you haven't shared with us today that you wanted to talk about that I want to make sure we give you the opportunity to talk about?
Just that, you know, we are in the same boat. We're all working together. Donations like you're having, like yourself, Kapri, and all the hard work that you've done, and the other donations that you've had, you're amazing. And I can only hope that other kids your age and even the adults take a look at what you've done, because it's a selfless act, and it's truly appreciated. And I can tell you that you've touched a lot of hearts today and you've made them smile. So thank you for that.
Indeed, touched a lot of hearts, including ours, Tammy. Billi and Kapri, I want to make sure that we've not left anything that you wanted to talk about out, and give you a chance to also say anything that you might want to say. And then the last piece after that is any advice. I've been asking my guests advice that they have from others. Tammy just shared hers about being remembering that we're all in this together. But I'm interested in both of your advice, and Kapri, especially yours, for people that are your age, that may be struggling to understand everything that's going on. So first, anything that we haven't talked about that you want to share?
Be kind and keep giving if you can.
Well, that's awesome. And is that the same advice that you would give to your peers, Kapri, for helping to get through this time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, she'd also say, listen to the rules.
Say that.
Yeah, she would definitely say that. Listen to the rules. Make sure you're following the rules right now.
Yes. Just like your teacher would tell you, and your mom, right? And Billi, what about you? What thoughts do you have for folks out there today?
Well, listen, we understand that everyone processes this differently, and this is new for everyone across the generations. And something that I've been saying is a glimmer of hope is that, from March 11th, I've been saying that for our younger kids that are no longer in school, and our seniors that are graduating, and our 8th graders that are moving to high school, and our 5th graders moving on to middle school, that although this is sad, a lot of parents and families feel like things are being stripped from them. I think there's a silver lining in it, and I really believe that we're going to have a resilient generation of kids and young adults because they're experiencing this from such a young age, that I think we'll have a generation of amazing future leaders that are ready to take over organizations and government and leadership positions within the next couple of decades. So I truly believe there's a silver lining. I think it's important to remember all of those in need, but I think that there are some incredible lessons and people that will come from this as well.
Very true words, and I certainly take those to heart as well. I have a freshman in high school and a senior who's supposed to be, or is graduating in a different way in a few weeks, or maybe more than a few weeks now, but it seems like time is flying by, so it'll come very quickly. I just want to say again, thank you to both you and Kapri, Billy, and thank you, Tammy, for joining us from your home in Madawaska today, and for all the work that you're doing from home and keeping folks inspired and uplifted. All of you, all three of you are doing that in many and varied ways, and it's very much appreciated. And I don't think that we can say thank you to all of you enough for the fine work and the work from the heart that you're all doing. So with that, I want to say to all of you on this Family Focus Friday and the last day of Community Impact Week on ACAP Today, thank you for joining us. As we leave you today, we want to remind you of the resource that is available to you. The resource of aroostacommunity.com, a place where you can go to ask for help or get help. Just register for the site. It's relatively easy to register for, and there's no cost for registering. If you can't use the website or prefer not to for whatever reason, call us at 764-3721 and we will gladly help you over the phone. But this resource is one to help connect community members with community members, or services and community members together as well. And then lastly, as was pointed out by all three of our guests, we are in this together, and we want you to reach out to us. You can visit us on YouTube. Apparently, Kapri has learned about her acts of kindness and ways that she can direct her acts of kindness through YouTube, and we encourage you to do the same thing. You can see past episodes of ACAP Today. You can see some great stories that some of our early care and education professionals and prevention people and activities that they're leading folks through. You can also connect with us online at acap-me.org. acap-info@acap-me.org is our email address. Check us out on Facebook. Lots of information being posted on Facebook by our team, and of course, give us a call as well. And lastly, as we do every day on ACAP Today, and especially fitting as we end today's edition for Family Focus Friday and for Community Impact Week, couldn't think of a better community impact made this week than that of our guest Kapri, who is in this picture filling our community cupboard right outside of our 771 Main Street facility here at ACAP. There are community cupboards in many communities across Aroostook County, Mars Hill, Mapleton, some of the smaller communities that are surrounding the area. We do have a complete resource list of where those are at. You can find them in the community cupboard here in Presque Isle. But please do call us if you'd like to know and need assistance with the community cupboard and find out where the closest one is to you. It is a resource available to you. Thank you, Kapri. Thank you, Billy. Again, thank you, Tammy, for joining us and for being our photo of the week this week and for the great work that you've done. On behalf of all of us across Aroostook County with the Aroostook County Action Program, I'm Jason Parent, wishing you all a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much.